What's up everyone, welcome back to the Horror Fan 88 channel. I'm back once again with another video, and today I wanted to do another collection video. Now, what might that be, you may ask? Well, you just had to look at the title of the video. But I will be doing my Halloween 1978 collection. Now, I could have went with my overall Halloween franchise collection, but that would probably have to be 2 videos as well, because I have a lot of Halloween. You know, it's my favorite franchise. I've talked endlessly and ad nauseum about how the original Halloween from 1978 is my favorite horror film. Now, I'm sure I'd get a lot of questions like, what's the point of owning so many copies of the same movie? And to that I say, hell if I know. I'm just a collector. You know, there was a point in time where I would get literally any copy of Halloween that I would come across. It did not matter if I already owned it. I could have went into a pawn shop, saw a copy of Halloween and went, oh, that's cool, I already have that copy. Grab. I don't know. I just have a lot of copies of Halloween. So with that being said, let's just go through some of my copies. It's quite a few, so let's just go ahead and get right into the collection. Alright, starting up first, we of course have Halloween 1978 on VHS. Just a classic VHS. I did start collecting a lot more VHSs over the past year or two. So of course I had to have my favorite horror film. So Halloween, VHS with the classic poster. And another copy of Halloween, this being the Blockbuster Presents VHS. You know, really dig that cover too. It just looks classic. Yeah. Just, you can never go wrong with Halloween. So that is 2 copies on VHS. I should also mention I'll be doing these in order. So like VHS to DVD to Blu-ray to 4K. You get the idea. So yeah, Halloween on VHS. Next up, let's go with a special one. This was the first copy of Halloween I ever had. I've had this copy since I was a kid, so it has so much nostalgia for me. That is this copy right here from Anchor Bay. Yeah, this copy is one of the longest lasting editions in my collection. It just means a lot to me. So, yep. An original Anchor Bay DVD, and I loved it so much I got it again. This was a pawn shop find, and I was just like, oh shit, you know, you never really see this cover too much out in the wild. So yeah, it's the same copy, same everything. But yeah, I guess they're not the same. The disc is different. There's the disc for the original, and there's the disc in that one. Minor details. That's all it takes for me to buy the same copy. It could be different cover art, different disc artwork, different version. Yeah. So Anchor Bay Halloween 1978 DVD. Coming up next, we have yet another double. That is going to be the Halloween 25th Anniversary Edition. I remember getting this back when it came out from Best Buy. I was a little kid, and I just loved it. You know, it was such a cool release and everything. You know, now this copy in particular, for a while, I had a booklet in there, and I don't know what happened to it. Lucky, I was at a movie store and found yet another copy, and I bought it, and it came with the booklet. So yeah, always loved the good old Halloween 25th Anniversary Edition. Coming up next, we have yet another double. That is the Halloween 1978 Extended Edition television version, with 12 minutes of extra footage shot for television, which was actually shot when they were doing Halloween 2 and added in for the television version. But, you know, once again, I love that cover. You know, I love the classic Anchor Bay artwork. Yeah. Right there. And this is just another really cool edition of Halloween to have. So, yep, there you go. The Halloween television version. This next one is another really special one in my collection. It's one of my personal favorite editions overall. And that is the Halloween 1978 Anchor Bay lenticular cover DVD. Also, I shouldn't have to keep saying Halloween 1978 if this entire video is about it. Oh well. But yes, the classic lenticular cover. So cool. Got to freaking dig it. Oh yeah. Just so damn cool. Right back on track with another double, of course. We have the Anchor Bay reissues of Halloween that came out, I believe, in 2007, right when it was around the time Rob Zombie's Halloween coming out. This one I've had since the release came out. This one I think was another pawn shop find. It's a little bit more beat up, but it's Halloween. I saw it. I got it. So, yeah. The same thing. Also, isn't that poster just classic? So when it comes to this next release, this is a prime example of my very, very picky urge. Like, it could be the slightest detail that's different about an edition, and I'll still get it. But it's this edition right here. Now, it's once again an Anchor Bay release, and you would think, what's the difference? Well, for one, the Anchor Bay logo, of course. You have the old Anchor Bay logo and the newer Anchor Bay logo. Well, it was newer at that time. Also, the pumpkin on this one looked a little bit darker than this one. And then you look on the back, and you can see Linda right there is normal here, but inverted colors there. That's the type of shit I'm talking about, people. It was so simple. A slight change, and I'll be like, still gotta have it. All that just for my favorite horror film. Good old Halloween. This next one was actually a Walmart find, which was pretty cool, but it's this one right here. Once again, you're probably thinking, what the hell is the difference? Well, this one was actually put out by Scream Factory, so I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And they had it for like $5. Keep in mind, this was like 3-4 years ago, but it was just yet another copy I had to add to my collection. So, there's that one. Finally, for the DVDs, we have this copy right here. Halloween, original Halloween. Now, this is actually a Korean DVD, which is really cool. Great artwork. Just another edition I love to have in the collection. I have a Korean DVD for Reanimator as well. But yeah, I just love it. I love how it has the blood dripping and everything. Just so cool. Finally, for the Blu-ray section, we have the original Blu-ray of Halloween put out by Anchor Bay. I remember back when this came out, there was this big deal about a lot of fans unhappy with the transfer because it took a lot of the blue out of the night scenes. And that was something that a lot of Halloween fans loved, was that blue lighting. So that was just one of the nitpicks I remember back when this came out. But, you know, still a cool release to have. So, yeah. Halloween on Blu-ray. Next up, we have another big release that was really cool when it came out. And that was the Halloween 35th Anniversary Edition. What was so special about this is that it was a digibook. So you open it up, it's got all sorts of pages, information, behind the scenes photos and everything, and then the disc was right here. Now, another really cool thing about this edition was that it featured the Jamie Lee Curtis documentary, The Night She Came Home, when she actually did a convention appearance and interacted with the fans and all that stuff. So just a really cool edition to have. Absolutely love the artwork too. So yeah, the Halloween 35th Anniversary Digibook. This one I'm including because, yes, it is part of a set, but it still features the original Halloween. And that is the Scream Factory 10-disc box set for the Halloween franchise, which, of course, at the time of release, this was the complete franchise. Now we have 3 extra movies, so It's not really complete anymore, but I don't care. I still love this, still love to have this in my collection. But yeah, so right there, the original Halloween. So it's a part of the collection, so it's in the video. Halloween, the complete collection. So this next one is a double feature, but it still contains the original Halloween. And this was a Target release a few years ago, but it's a double feature of Halloween 1978 and Halloween 2018. So yeah, I remember back when this came out at Target, and of course I was like, oh, I already own both of those. Gotta get it anyway. So yeah, just a really cool double feature. Love how they added the black with the orange and just everything like that. So yeah. And the edition, as far as like what copy is in here, it's the 35th anniversary edition. So yeah, the Halloween double feature. Next up, we have the first run of the 4K, and that's right here. Halloween 1978 4K. I was so happy when this came out, just to be like, Halloween on 4K, hell yes. And it's still a great release. You know, my only nitpick with it is something that I nitpick with a lot of 4Ks, and that's just the slipcover debacle. How, you know, you'll have slipcovers with missing edges, so it easily starts folding in on itself, and it just irritates the hell out of me. But yeah, really cool glossy slipcover. There you go. So this was really cool when it came out. So Halloween 1978 4K. Finally, for the physical media, the final 4K in my collection, the Scream Factory 4K. Now, I do have all the Halloweens on 4K that Scream Factory released there, right there. And I feel like I was one of the only people who actually loved all the artwork and think they all fit really well together. Now, in terms of like the levels that Scream Factory can do with artwork and the artists that they work with to produce such awesome newly commissioned artwork, a lot of people really didn't like these covers because they thought they were just so plain. I really dig it. I like the way it looks. I like how they all look together. And yeah, Halloween just looks fantastic on the 4K. So, yeah. Unfortunately, my copy, the little things right here that hold the discs in, don't fully click in. So, a lot of the times the disc will just fall out. But, who gives a shit? So, yeah. Halloween 1978 Scream Factory 4K. And with that being said, I know that was a lot, but I love my collection. I love Halloween. I'll say it as many times as I want to. It's my favorite horror film. I'll collect as many copies as I can because I just love it. So with that being said, I truly hope you enjoyed my collection. I hope you thought it was a good time. More collection videos to come. I'll be doing a lot more lists as well, like my top 10 or top 15 favorite horror films, my top 10 favorite horror franchises, stuff like that. So hopefully, you know, you'll be looking forward to that. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Keep it horror.